We grow when we give.
We grow when we give.
We grow when we give.
Nosotros crecemos cuando damos.
We grow when we give.
与えるとき成長する。
We grow when we give.
Welcome to R.O.G, Return on Generosity, a podcast celebrating generosity at work. Not financial giving, giving valuable time, alternative perspectives, and genuine collaboration. Welcome to R.O.G, Return on Generosity podcast. I'm your host, Shannon Cassidy, and this is our final episode of 2024, but I've got exciting news to share, and it's been years in the making, so I can't wait to share with you. Many of you know my book, The 5-Degree Principle. It's a framework that's helped thousands of leaders create meaningful change through small incremental steps. We also had an R.O.G series on it, episodes 162 to 190 intermittently. There are several reasons why I wrote the book. Briefly, I knew that I could not personally coach everyone who needs to make small incremental steps, so I put the concepts in a book. And the reason for 5 degrees is that 5% of our behavior is self-regulated willpower, which means 95% is habit. The only way that we can create lasting change is through incremental steps. When I first wrote about the 5-degree principle, I never imagined how deeply it would resonate. But I've worked with countless leaders who experience firsthand how this framework, a simple yet profoundly powerful concept, transformed their approach to leadership and life. And I think it works because it's sustainable. In my decades of executive coaching and leadership development work, and believe it or not, we're celebrating 25 years this year, I've watched brilliant leaders struggle with the exact same thing, trying to force massive change that ultimately doesn't stick. They set ambitious goals, they make sweeping change, and then they wonder why they ended up back where they started. The 5-degree principle challenges this all or nothing concept and mindset. Think about a ship setting sail across the ocean. A mere 5-degree shift in its trajectory at the beginning leads to a completely different destination. Leadership works the exact same way. Small, intentional adjustments in how we think, decide, and act can dramatically alter our impact and results. Let me share an example of a 5-degree shift. One client was a chief operating officer, the COO of her company. She was recently promoted, and I was given the opportunity to support her transition into the C-suite. She was preparing for a board meeting, and I asked her, "Where do you sit?" She said, "Over there in those chairs by the window." When I inquired about why, she said, "So the board members can sit at the table." Well, when you're literally not at the table, you're not there figuratively either. The matter of a chair seems like even less than a 5-degree shift, but as you can imagine, it was a deeper and more meaningful transformation than where she sat. This is why I am thrilled to announce, drumroll, the launch of a new online course called The Power of 5-Degree Change. I've taken everything I've learned from writing the book, coaching executives, hearing stories, hosting this podcast, and creating a comprehensive learning experience that brings this principle to life in actionable, self-guided lessons. It isn't just a rehash of the book. It's a carefully crafted journey that includes interactive exercises that help you identify your critical 5-degree moments, practical tools for implementing small shifts that create massive results, and a supportive framework for sustaining change over time. Through 15 essential lessons, you'll develop your own roadmap for transformation. You'll learn exactly how to identify and leverage those small moments that have the biggest impact on your leadership and life. What's fascinating is how this framework has evolved through real-world application. Leaders from global organizations have used these principles to transform their teams, their relationships, and their results, all through the power of small intentional shifts. If you've read the book and you're ready to deepen your understanding, or if you're new to the 5-degree principle and looking for a proven approach for sustainable change, this course is a smart next step. For our R.O.G podcast community, I'm offering an exclusive bonus when you enroll before January 15th, 2025. We're offering an introductory pricing in January and want to gather with the early adopters. So when you purchase the course as a part of the launch, you're going to be invited to a live event for learners hosted by me, and it's going to be really fun. After years of seeing this 5-degree principle create breakthrough results for leaders worldwide, I'm incredibly excited to share this new way of experiencing and implementing these ideas. Remember, you don't need to revolutionize your leadership overnight. You just need to be willing to make a shift 5 degrees at a time. Sometimes the smallest changes have the biggest impact. I look forward to being a part of your 5-degree journey in 2025 and beyond. On R.O.G, we have some exciting news ahead. Jabari Whitehead will release his first guest host episode on January 21st. Look forward to that. We have more exciting things ahead, and we just want to thank you for subscribing and following Return on Generosity. Please join us next week with Jeff Benton and Brett Weinroth. Happy New Year! Celebrate and know you are appreciated. Let's make 2025 the best year yet. Stay generous, everyone.
Thanks for listening to R.O.G. Return on Generosity podcast. Please help us grow by subscribing and reviewing us on your favorite podcast player. And for more information, visit bridgebetween.com. We grow when we give.
우리는 나누면서 성숙합니다.
We grow when we give.
On rayonne quand on donne.
We grow when we give.